Alrighty folks, g'day!
G'day!
Hopeless, let's try that one again. I said g'day!
G'day!
Welcome to Paradise Country's Australian stock horse demo. My name is Bailey. Now with me today, this is my good friend. His name is Charlie. Charlie here is an Australian stock horse, so he's been bred for those harsh Australian conditions. So what we generally like to breed our stock horses for is their agility, their endurance, very much like Charlie here. They're easy to work with, level-minded temperament. Now every stock horse and their rider should be able to perform a number of manoeuvres. These kind of things we teach them pretty early on. So the first thing is opening and closing a gate from horseback. So it's a handy trick to have if you're like myself and you're a little bit short and you struggle to get on and off the horse from the ground. That manoeuvre saves you plenty of time, saves yourself, and your horse is back. Now the next one, if you're out in a mustard and a cow happens to break away, you've got to be able to take off in a hurry. You should be able to stop in a hurry, and you should be able to back yourself up out of any trouble that you may encounter along the way. But before all that, you're going to want to make sure you've got all your gear set. So the first thing you should think of is your saddle. And when picking out a saddle, you're going to want to pick something pretty comfortable, as you'll be sitting in it for up to 12 hours a day. So I've got my R.M. Williams saddle here, so I'm sure you've all heard of R.M. Williams. They don't actually make saddles anymore, which is quite disappointing because these saddles are very comfy. They're like an armchair to sit in, so I'd have no issues sitting in this for long periods of time. Probably would get sore, but not as sore as some other saddles. Then under that, this big thick piece of material, this is called the saddle pad. So the saddle pad's purpose is to provide a little bit of extra protection over Charlie's back, help distribute the weight of the saddle a little more evenly, and overall just make it a bit comfier. Like I said, we are sitting on him for up to 12 hours a day, out of the muster, so it's nice for him to be overall happy and comfy. Then on his head, it's what's called the bridle. So the bridle's purpose is to hold that piece of metal in his mouth, which is known as the bit, and attached to the bit are the reins. The reins are like the steering wheel of a car. So if I want to go right, I'm going to pull that right rein. If I want to go left, I'm going to pull that left rein. And if I actually want to back up, we're going to put both of them on, bump with our legs, and he goes backwards. Now also similar to a car, Charlie here has got gears. So first gear right now is the walk. So walk's a pretty casual pace. I'm not going to upset Charlie or any stock at this pace. He's not going to get tired, but he isn't going to get very far. So we'll bump him up to second gear. Second gear is the trot. So as you can see, slightly faster. We wouldn't actually do much out on a muster at this pace. It's a pretty useless pace. And as a male, me having to rise to the beat of his trot is not something I want to do for long periods of time. So we bump him up to third gear, which is the canter. So the canter is that rocking horse motion.
Oh yeah, nearly does.
This is a pace we would normally spend out on a muster if we were chasing a cow. We needed to get from A to B just a little bit quicker. So he can probably travel up to 20 kilometres an hour at this pace. Now the next pace after this is the gallop. So the gallop is what a racehorse would do, and Charlie is no racehorse. But as I come around the corner here, I'll show you Charlie's poor man's version of a racehorse. And then we bring him back. So definitely no fire lap here today. But that's the gallop. Now it's also important that if you come across a log, that your horse is able to clear that. Now Charlie gets a little bit excited going over a jump, so hopefully we give you a good example of one today. So they should be able to go up and over. Hopefully a bit prettier than that. Let's try that one again. So you point him at it. Good boy. Alright. Now guys, with the recent weather, the arena is very boggy, and that's all I can show you guys today. So thank you all very much for coming. Enjoy the rest of your day at Paradise Country, and I'll see you all next time.
Thanks, yeah. Big bulky.